Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Terima kasih atas kehadiran Bapak atau Ibu Asesor program sertifikasi dosen yang saya hormati. Perkenalkan, nama saya Tantri Sari Safitry. Saya merupakan dosen pengampu di mata kuliah English from MICE 4 atau English from MICE 4 untuk public speaking di program studi MICE Politeknik Negeri Jakarta. Pada kesempatan ini, saya akan menjelaskan secara singkat mengenai mata kuliah yang akan saya gunakan untuk microteaching, mulai dari deskripsi, capaian pembelajaran, materi yang akan dipelajari, hingga sistem penilaian yang akan saya gunakan. Untuk deskripsi mata kuliah Inggris for MICE 4 merupakan bagian dari rumpun bahasa Inggris yang dirancang untuk membekali mahasiswa dengan keterampilan berbahasa Inggris secara lisan dan profesional dalam konteks rapat atau pertemuan. Fokus dari mata kuliah ini yang saya gunakan untuk microteaching adalah penggunaan ungkapan-ungkapan formal dalam rapat kerja, baik sebagai peserta maupun sebagai pemimpin rapat. Namun, untuk microteaching, saya fokuskan pada ekspresi yang digunakan sebagai pemimpin rapat. Materi akan mencakup bagaimana membuka dan menutup rapat, menyampaikan agenda, meminta pendapat, mengarahkan diskusi, serta menyimpulkan hasil pembahasan. Untuk capaian pembelajaran atau learning outcomes, diharapkan mata kuliah ini mampu untuk membantu mahasiswa menggunakan ungkapan bahasa Inggris secara formal yang tepat dalam berbagai tahap rapat profesional. Yang kedua, menyampaikan dan merespon pendapat dengan sopan dan efektif dalam bahasa Inggris, kemudian memimpin simulasi rapat menggunakan struktur dan bahasa yang sesuai dengan standar profesional, kemudian untuk meningkatkan rasa percaya diri dalam berbicara bahasa Inggris di lingkungan kerja. Ataupun untuk materi pembelajaran, materi yang akan dipelajari mencangkup salam dan pembukaan rapat, memperkenalkan diri, memperkenalkan peserta, menyampaikan agenda rapat, menyampaikan dan menanggapi pendapat, menyimpulkan hasil rapat, menutup rapat, serta melakukan simulasi rapat atau role play. Seluruh materi disampaikan secara bertahap dengan menggunakan pendekatan praktik secara langsung, sehingga mahasiswa dapat menerapkan ungkapan-ungkapan yang telah dipelajari. Adapun untuk sistem pembelajaran, perkuliahan pada umumnya dilakukan secara selama 16 pertemuan. Namun karena ini merupakan micro teaching, maka saya menggunakan salah satu pertemuan dalam 16 pertemuan tersebut untuk melakukan pertemuan secara tatap maya dengan menggunakan platform Zoom. Setiap pertemuan, baik secara offline ataupun online, akan dimulai dengan ice breaking ringan, lalu pembukaan, penjelasan materi, diskusi, serta ditutup dengan refleksi atau evaluasi singkat. Untuk metode pembelajaran, saya lebih menggunakan task-based learning dan project-based learning. Pada pertemuan micro teaching ini, saya lebih fokus pada task-based learning, belajar berbasis tugas, menugaskan mereka untuk melakukan role play atau permainan peran, dan simulasi rapat dalam kelompok. Dengan metode ini diharapkan pembelajaran menjadi aktif, kontekstual, dan juga menyenangkan. Untuk interaksi dosen dan mahasiswa diharapkan interaksi yang berjalan bersifat dua arah. Mahasiswa akan aktif sebagai active learner, mahasiswa juga akan didorong untuk aktif bertanya, berdiskusi, dan berlatih secara langsung. Umpan balik juga akan diberikan secara langsung di kelas maupun melalui platform daring atau LMS, baik berbentuk komentar, nilai, ataupun saran perbaikan tugas. Untuk sistem penilaian pada mata kuliah ini, seperti yang tertera dalam RPS, saya menggunakan komponen penilaian untuk mid dan final exam, kemudian ada group project, ada exercises, dan juga quiz, serta attitude atau sikap dengan bobot yang tertera dalam RPS. Untuk ujian akhir, untuk mata kuliah ini pada saat UAS ataupun midterm, mahasiswa akan melakukan praktek karena memang public speaking itu akan meminta mahasiswa untuk melakukan praktek. Namun untuk micro teaching ini penugasan saya fokuskan untuk praktek dalam menyusun skenario rapat dan memerankannya dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang sesuai dengan ekspresi. Demikian penjelasan saya mengenai mata kuliah English for Public Speaking atau English for MICE 4. Saya berharap mata kuliah ini tidak hanya mampu meningkatkan kemampuan bahasa Inggris mahasiswa, tetapi juga mampu membentuk kepercayaan diri mereka dalam berkomunikasi secara profesional, khususnya dalam konteks MICE yang penuh dengan interaksi dengan sesama kolega ataupun interaksi dengan klien. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes, thank you everyone for coming and joining my class. Welcome back. We still have many classes for finishing this class. MICE for public speaking. Yeah, English for MICE 4. So I do hope you all in the good condition. Yeah, how are you by the way? Have you got your breakfast or probably lunch at this time?
Yes, ma'am. Good.
Good one. All right then. I hope all of you feeling good. Yeah. Now, before we begin, I'd like to do some reviews, regarding our previous topic, our previous topic that we had discussed last time. So if you still remember, we discussed many things. One of them talking about how to introduce people, if you still remember that. Yeah, for the formal and informal situation. Yeah, and for today, we are going to move further. Yeah, practicing how to lead a meeting, the formal meeting one, and by using the formal expression. So as my students, this is very important. You know what? You know why? The formal meeting expressions. Do you think it's important? Tezer or Umar? Yeah, Umar, you want to answer? Yes. Yes, thank you, Umar, but your voice is not that clear. So I'm going to ask another person. Teza, would you like to answer? Why this is important, knowing this?
It is important. Ma'am, because the M in MICE is a meeting, and for the MICE student, meeting is planned to discuss about specific topic and make decision, or something like that.
That's it. So as my students, you will conduct many events, and before practice it, apply to the event, you need to discuss it, making a meeting. Yeah, with people, with your client, with your team, and so on and so forth. So for sure, knowing what to say during the meeting is very important for you. Yeah, thank you, Laris. Thank you everyone for answering it. Okay, and at the end of the lesson, I do hope you will be able to use these common business English phrases to open, run, and close a meeting. As simple as that. But you know what to say during the meeting, the formal meeting one. Yeah, because for the informal meeting, for sure, all of you already has the experience for doing the informal meetings, right? For conducting, for preparing your previous event. What was it? What was it? Your previous event? Public lecture, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, you got that one. Activities, and before you did it, yeah, for sure, you had lots of informal meeting, or for the formal meeting as well. Formal meeting, did you have it for preparing the public lecture? No, only the informal one, because you conduct it with other students, yeah, not with client and so on. Now, for this class, I do hope you know how to do it, yeah, for doing the formal meeting. Let me share you the materials. Hold on a moment. So this one, common business English practice for a workplace meeting. The workplace meeting can be done for MICE itself. So MICE as well is a context, the workplace situation. Yeah. And for leading a meeting, for sure, at first, as the chairman of the meeting, we need to introduce ourselves by using a simple one. Good morning, good day, hi, everyone. Let's begin the meeting. Yeah. And then after greeting them, you introduce yourself. Don't forget to tell your name, even though they know it, your name, but probably some of the time you will invite someone else to join your meeting and they don't know you yet. So you need to reintroduce yourself again. Yeah, the name is Tantri. Yeah, I will be the chairman of the meeting, or I'll keep this meeting in brief. So you may say everything you want after introducing yourself. But the thing is, don't forget to introduce yourself. Okay. And after doing the introduction, you can ask others to introduce themselves. Yeah, if you still don't know yet about the person who joined your meeting, yeah, you can ask everyone from around the table to introduce themselves, or you can introduce the participant of your meeting by yourself. So it's up to you. Yeah, the thing is, don't forget to tell the names. Yeah, otherwise, what will happen if you don't know each other names? The communication will be very hard because you don't know how to ask them, how to call them, and so on. Okay, and don't forget as well to state the objective of your meeting. Yeah, after opening it, greet them, and then tell the aim, what you are going to do. Yeah, I'm here. We are here today to talk about what? Yeah, our aim is to discuss about what? For example, you want to discuss about your next project for the product launch. So you're going to introduce others, gather others, to discuss about this. Okay, and don't forget to apologize for someone who's absent for that meeting. Yeah, if you know the person who cannot join you today, then you may inform it. Okay, and don't forget as well to reading the minutes. Are you familiar with the minutes? Minutes in Indonesia means what? Tinaya, you have an idea? The minutes? Minutes is what? Notulen. Yes, notulen or notulen. Yeah. While having the meeting, for sure, there will be a secretary to help you to take some record, by writing it in a minute. Now, for the meeting itself, if you are the chairman of the meeting, don't forget to read the minutes, the previous minutes that you had discussed before you do this meeting. Yeah, why? Because it will be in order, for the meeting. You cannot create another meeting before you finish the discussion from the previous one. So make sure you have clear information, for everything here. Okay, now after reading the minute, you may deal with the recent development. So what happened now? Yeah, what's going on now? What's the progress? Now you may tell about it, by saying this. Yeah, for example, Nayara, tell me about the progress that you've been doing. How was it? How is it? Yeah, how is the XYZ project coming along, and so on and so forth. So you can hear the progress, the information, from the person that you ask. Okay, and this is for the moving forward. Don't forget, if you discuss something and you want to go to another thing, don't forget to use these phrases. Shall we get down to business, or is something that you want to add? If no, then you may go to another one by saying, introducing the agenda. Yeah, so for today's meeting, we have this agenda, first, second, and third. Yeah, after knowing that, you may go on with the first agenda. But before that, don't forget about the rules, for the meeting. Sometimes we already know it and you don't have to re-say it again, but most of the times we need to make it clear to everyone who comes to your meeting. Yeah, please don't forget about the rules, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Yeah, you may create it. Yeah, the rules, and then make sure everyone has no objections, and they are going to be happy to do the rules with you. Okay, and this is for closing an item. After you finish talking something, discussing something, don't forget to close it. Yeah, I think that covers the first item. And don't forget to say, let's move to another item if you want to go to another item. So this is like the bridge, between one thing to another. Yeah, for people to understand what you are talking about, and so on. And this is for giving control to the next participants. If you want to ask someone else to speak, to talk, to discuss, to give anything, then you can say something like this. I'd like to hand over to Mark. What do you think about this, Mark? And so on. Yeah. And don't forget, after you discuss everything, you try to summarize it. So before we close, this is the summary of our discussion. Yeah, to sum up, I'd like to inform you about blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so this is the thing that you need to say while conducting a meeting as the chairman of the meeting. Okay. And if you want to have another meeting, don't forget to suggest and agree on the time, date, and place for the next meeting as well. Yeah, because this is very important. You're not going to ask someone to ask everyone who will come to your next event by WhatsApping them or so on and so forth, but you can create the agreement directly during the meeting itself. Okay, and don't forget to thank them, the participant, for attending the meeting, for giving their opinion or for everything that they have done for the meeting itself. And don't forget to close the meeting. Sometimes we forgot to close it because we have this kind of long conversation with others, especially when we find arguments between the participants. The thing is, don't forget to close it if you think that this is the time to close the meeting. Those are the phrases. Any question for the phrases itself? I do hope it's clear. No? All right. Yes, any question, Nayara?
I
Please.
wanna ask, ma'am, do we have to follow all the steps in the meeting procedure, or we can skip some part?
Okay, good question. So it really depends. Depends on your situation. Normally, we will follow all of them. Because we need them, the information for these phrases. But if you think, for example, the introduction is not really needed, then you can skip it. Just go on because you already know so close with each other. Then you just clip the introduction. However, if you find different situation, you don't know yet about the person, then don't forget, to introduce. All right. Thank you. Now for the next one is the exercise. Have a look. Exercise 1. You just have to match and learn, between this exercise. So for opening the meeting, do you know the answer, Sifa? Which one? What should you say for opening the meeting?
Say that welcome everyone. Thank you for coming.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone. You may see the answer from here, Sifa. So A, B, C, D, or F.
The answer is C, ma'am. I'd like to welcome everyone. Let's get started.
Okay, and what about number 2? Laras?
Number 2 is D, ma'am. Let's begin with the first point on the agenda.
All right. And what about C?
M, ma'am.
Oh, Nashwan, thanks a lot. Yes, ask for opinion. Okay, now what about D? Oh, sorry, number 3, Number 4. Number 4, who has the answer? Control of topic discussion. Back to the laptop, usually. Who said? Yeah, what's the answer?
B, can we?
All right, D. Yes, let's begin to the first. Okay, now number 5, summarize the decision.
F, ma'am. So we have agreed to go with opinion A,
Correct.
Coach.
Correct, Naya. Number 6, last one. We have what? Move to the next point. It's very easy.
Let's move on to the next item.
Yes, thank you,
The
Tessa.
next item on the agenda.
Easy peasy, right? So don't forget to use it when you are not acting, or doing, as a chairman of the meeting. All right, now this is for the exercise 2. I think it's very easy as well. You just have to fill in the blanks by using the previous expression, but we can skip it later, because the time is almost up. And this is the project group assessment. For the project group assessment, don't forget this is a group project for you as usual. I'm going to have because we have several students, 10 or 12 students, then I'm going to divide it into small groups, 3 or 4 students. And don't forget to create your scenario, your script, related to the MICE event. So in here, you may choose one topic for your scenario: planning a welcome dinner, selecting a keynote speaker, discussing venue option, or managing volunteer roles for an upcoming event. So it depends on you whether you want to pick which topic for your group. And don't forget about the script. It has to have an opening, and then the thing that you discuss, the body of the script, and then don't forget to close it. At least you have 3 agenda points for each topic, Don't forget about asking for opinions, directing discussion, and the summary for your meeting and close it. Yeah. For roles, the roles, we have chairperson and the participants. Yeah. And at least use 5 formal expressions that we have discussed, we have learned, from today's class. Any question for this project? Got a question, guys? I think it's clear, pretty clear. Am I right? Aji, you got a question? It's clear, everything. Okay, so you may decide the group on your own. Yeah, so that's about the class, about the meeting expressions. What did you learn, guys? Anyone? Givari, what can you say about the materials?
About
Mm-hmm.
patient
Okay, Givari, I think the voice is not really clear, yeah. I'm going to ask someone else. Sorry, thank you. But you may chat, you may tell your opinion by using the chat box later. Tinaya, what do you think?
Today, I think we learned about the structure of the formal meetings and the expression of the meetings.
All right, thank you. I do hope those expressions will be used later on, in your future when you have the meeting. Yeah, when you are the chairman of the meeting, don't forget about this expression. All right. Next class, we are going to discuss how to do the negotiation. Yeah, for the meeting, and the expression will be explained later on. Yeah, for our next topic, be ready with that thing, and don't forget about this. If you have a question dealing with the project group assessment, please do ask me through our WhatsApp group class. All right. Thank you, people. Thank you for coming. I'll see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, ma'am.